Hare Krishna.
Please start, Prabhu.
Just 1 second.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Okay, sure. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivardhari Jashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jamuna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dham.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Very nice. This bhajan, Jai Radha Madhava, it sums up the entire Vrindavan with the pastime of Srimati Radharani and Lord Sri Krishna. And it's one of the most favorite bhajan of Srila Prabhupada. So devotees, we shall now recite Mangalacharan. Let us see. Who would like to read Mangala? I mean, who can read? Devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
You want to do? Okay, go ahead.
Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurvanmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vatisham Cha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamani Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Mataji. One quick suggestion, if I may, Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
If you see some of the letters, for example, in this is Vanchakalpa, okay? Meaning, A you have to little bit extend.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay.
Okay, like a good example would be Radhe.
Okay.
Can you see? It's not Radhe.
Radhe. Okay, Prabhuji.
It's not Radhe. Radhe. So,
Radhe. Okay. Okay.
And when you see a dot below some of the letters, it will be Sha but not Shaha. Vrishabhanu.
Vrishabhanu. Okay.
Yeah, you have to little bit. And sometimes it may be on the top also, that you can little bit extend. But we are all trying, even, I mean, I'm also learning. So, very nice, Mother.
Thank you.
Okay, devotees. We are in chapter 16. The title of the chapter is The Divine and Demoniac Natures. So Krishna has already explained in the first few verses of chapter 16 what are the divine qualities. He is illustrating about 26 qualities. And then in 6, 4, and 5, he's talking about the demoniac qualities. And in 16:6, he's saying there are two categories of people. One, of course, if you look at it, ultimately, if you sort out all the demographic, I'm Indian, I'm American, North America, South America, Europe, Russian, of all the demographic, I'm man, I'm woman, whatever it is, the ultimate demographic would be whether you believe in God, you believe in Krishna or not. So to do that, Krishna is saying there are two sets of people who are divine. Why they are divine? What differentiates those two categories? One, they believe in the scriptures. They have very faith, at least some faith in the Shastras. Otherwise, the Shastra tells us what is Dharma and then who is God, all these things it teaches us. For example, Bhagavad Gita. The Lord himself is giving us this instruction. So this comes in the form of a scripture, Shastra. And that Shastra is explained by a guru, by a sadhu. So this entire philosophy is very scientific. There has to be, like any government, right? A good government, it should have a constitution. A good corporation will have a bylaw. It will be written what you can do, what is my mission, what is my vision. It's all very nicely laid out. There are some countries, they may not even have constitution, no constitution. They will be fighting forever, because they don't have they don't believe in anything organized. They don't want to know also. But we are I would say we are blessed because we have the Shastra, we have the sadhu, we have the guru who has come and given us all this, the very nice translation, purport, everything. And the subject matter, Lord Krishna himself is giving us this instruction. So Krishna is considered the ultimate guru also in one sense. He is the supreme Lord. He is also the guru. From him, everything comes, and we are so strong. I mean, our lineage from Krishna to Brahma to Madhvacharya to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to all the other Acharyas, then to Srila Prabhupada, from Srila Prabhupada to all the Guru Maharaj, and from Guru Maharaj to all the senior devotees. It's not one night, some fictional literature. It's eternal because it is coming from Lord Krishna, who is eternal. Was Bhagavad Gita spoken about only 5,000 years ago? No. Krishna himself says, Arjuna, you will not know, I have given this knowledge to Vivaswan, to the sun god. And even before sun god, he has given it to Brahma. And which Brahma? Eternally Brahma. There have been several Brahmas. So there is no time concept. In the spiritual world, there is no beginning, there is no end. It is eternal. Maybe little difficult, complex for us to understand the perception. We won't be able to perceive. Is it really possible that something is eternal, there is no beginning, no end? Yes, that is what the Shastra, we have to understand the Shastra from the bona fide Guru. And we had very fortunately Srila Prabhupada, he gave us the Bhagavad Gita, he gave us the Bhagavatam, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, all the many of the Shastras. Without Srila Prabhupada's this blessing, we would not be today on a Monday evening, we would not be reading who is divine, who is demoniac, what are those qualities. But if you see today, the world is going through that. Nobody is interested in trying to know what are the good qualities. Nobody. Divine qualities, you to go and tell them there is some scripture manual for life called Bhagavad Gita. They say, well, I'm not interested in it. I can go to TikTok and get a 30-second. First thing they will ask, how much time it will take? How much is your Zoom time? About 60 minutes. 60 minutes, I get all the information in TikTok for 30 seconds. What are you going to tell me for 16 minutes? It's too long. We don't have time. That is where the world is going on. Everything is fast food, fast service, sense gratification, immediate. Can you give me something now? Okay, I'm interested. If not, I'm not interested. So Krishna is saying, how do we get that? Only through Shastras, the Vedic injunction. So that is what 16.6 taught us. And that is what ISKCON Tampa has very nicely facilitated this podium that we are able to read Bhagavad Gita on a daily basis. And then there are so many. For Baldev Sir Prabhu, is it Bhagavatam Prabhu? One day Bhagavatam, one day Bhagavad Gita?
This was in Bengali.
Yeah, in Bengali. Then there is some Telugu also, classes. So there is, from morning, there is something. We are always interacting with Krishna. If you interact with Shastra, you are interacting with Krishna. Because Krishna is Shastra. So with that, devotees, let us see, in 16.7, is going to little more explain what happens to people when they don't believe in scriptures, when they don't have any faith. They are not in. There are many categories of such people. One, they are not intelligent. Second, they may be intelligent, but they may read superficial. They don't want to know the full detail. Then another is that, they will outright reject it. They may be intelligent, but they would say, I really don't want to know all this thing. I know what is life. I'm a good person. I don't do anything bad. I don't do anything illegal. I don't do anything unethical. I don't need any advice. Let me take care of myself. So there are many people like that also. But there are only few with a very perfect mood. What is the mood to learn all these things? Very, very submissive mood. In today's world, if you say submissive, they'll boycott you. And say, what is this? Why do you have to submit? Freedom. We don't bow down to anybody. We are the king. Right? But we have to bow down. Nobody is independent. That is one of the main reasons of the suffering today in the world. Nobody wants to, because our nature, the Jivatma's nature is to serve. To serve who? The Supreme Lord. But we are going against that. We don't want to serve. We want to enjoy. Then we are right now seeing in this material world. Kali Yuga is a long way to go. Many, many thousands of years yet to come. But many times it feels like Kali Yuga is almost about to end by the things you see in your eyes and you hear all the news. So let's see what Krishna is saying in 67, devotees. Who can read, devotees?
Hare Krishna, please take my humble obeisance. Pravṛttiṁ ca nivṛttiṁ ca janā vidur āsurāḥ no śaucaṁ nāpi cācāro satyaṁ teṣu vidyate.
Very nice. Sati Mataji, would you like to read? We haven't seen you for some time. If you want to read. Okay, maybe Mataji is busy. Sunita Mataji, you want to try?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Pravṛttiṁ ca nivṛttiṁ ca janā vidur āsurāḥ śaucaṁ nāpi cācāro satyaṁ teṣu vidyate.
Very nice, Mataji. Is iPhone our Shalini Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Calcutta.
Yes, Prabhuji, Calcutta. Sorry, I haven't been joining regularly. I'm having Chaitanya Charitamrita class with Prango Prabhuji. So
Right.
there's a little bit of like a time this thing, but I logged off a little bit earlier so I could join here today.
Very good. Very good. Everything well in Calcutta?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you for asking. With your blessings, Krishna's mercy, everything is good.
Very good. Yeah.
I'll read,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, sure.
pravṛttiṁ ca nivṛttiṁ ca janā vidurāsurāḥ na śaucaṁ nāpi cācāro na satyaṁ teṣu vidyate. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Now, devotees, who can read the synonym and translation? Raghu Prabhu, maybe?
Yeah, I'll try to. Pravṛttiṁ, acting properly. Cha also, nivṛttiṁ, not acting improperly. Cha and janā, persons. Na, never. Vidur, no. Āsurāḥ, of demoniac quality. Na, never. Śaucaṁ, cleanliness. Na, nor. Api, also. Cha and never. Satyaṁ, truth. Teṣu, in them. Vidyate, there is. Translation by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness, nor proper behavior, nor truth is found in them. Thank you.
Very nice, Prabhu. Very good. Let's see what is the status of the purport. Okay, we have two paragraph devotees. Maybe two devotees can read. That will be a nice, everybody will get an opportunity. Who can read the first paragraph, devotee?
I can read if you like, Prabhuji.
Sure. I'm just seeing if anybody who has not read. Is
Yes.
Archana Mataji? Archana Gamela? Okay. Go ahead, then Shalini Mataji, you can read.
Okay, Prabhuji. Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In every civilized human society, there is some set of scriptural rules and regulations which is followed from the beginning, especially among the Aryans who adopt the Vedic civilization and who are known as the most advanced civilized people. Those who do not follow the scriptural injunctions are supposed to be demons. Therefore, it is stated here that the demons do not know the scriptural rules, nor do they have any inclination to follow them. Most of them do not know them, and even if some of them know, they have not the tendency to follow them. They have no faith, nor are they willing to act in terms of the Vedic injunctions. The demons are not clean, either externally or internally. One should always be careful to keep his body clean by bathing, brushing teeth, shaving, changing clothes, etc. As far as internal cleanliness is concerned, one should always remember the holy names of God and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The demons neither like nor follow all these rules for external and internal cleanliness. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Yeah, let us see if somebody else who has not read. Bhashwati Mataji, you want to try?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Sri Prabhuji. As for behavior, there are many rules and regulations guiding human behavior, such as the Manu Samhita, which is the law of the human race. Even up to today, those who are Hindu follow the Manu Samhita, laws of inheritance and others legalities are derived from this book. Now, in the Manu Samhita, it is clearly stated that a woman should not be given freedom. That does not mean that women are to be kept as slaves, but they are like children. Children are not given freedom, but that does not mean that they are kept as slaves. The demons have now neglected such injunctions and they think that women should be given as much freedom as men. However, this has not improved the social condition of the world. by social condition of the world. Actually, a woman should be given protection at every stage of life. She should be given protection by the father in her younger days, by the husband in her youth, and by the grown-up sons in her old age. This is proper social behavior according to the Manu Samhita. But modern education has artificially devised a puffed up concept of womanly life, and therefore marriage is practically now an imagination in human society. The social condition of women is thus not very good now, although those who are married are in a better condition than those who are proclaiming their so-called freedom. The demons therefore do not accept any instruction which is good for society, and because they do not follow the experience of great sages and the rules and regulations laid down by the sages, the social condition of the demoniac people is very miserable.
Very nice, Mataji. Mataji, what we will do, we'll take a comment from Shalini Mataji and then you can comment on this paragraph. Is that okay?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Shalini Mataji, you want to share some thoughts
Sure,
on the
Prabhuji.
paragraph?
Sure, Prabhuji. I think Prabhupada is explaining in this first purport, in the first part of this purport, he's giving some background on like what a demoniac society looks like, and it kind of, unfortunately, but I think, this modern civilization that we have now in India and elsewhere as well is exactly fitting into that description, where there is no regard. Either people don't know what the scriptures say, or even if they don't know, even if they know, they have no respect for it and they don't want to follow it. There is, like people, they disregard the importance of cleanliness. If they want, they take a shower. Oh, it's a Saturday, I don't want to shower. It's a Sunday, I don't want to shower. Cleanliness is just, it's an option now. It's not like before, where the culture was like you had to, shower at least twice in the morning and in the evening for most people. And internally, even, the cleanliness he mentions, chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that not everyone is aware of, or even if they are aware, not everyone may be following that as well. I think I understood this much, Prabhuji, from the purport. Hare Krishna, if you can expand more.
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. See, let's say you're going to visit a new state or a city. You have to know the rules and regulation. Somebody comes from a different country, they land in, let's say, Tampa. First of all, they have to know there are certain rules, even the traffic rules, that the vehicles all go on the right-hand side. They must be coming from India or Europe, where vehicles go on the left-hand side. You may choose to ignore the law. You may. But eventually, you will be penalized. Eventually, you will be caught up with some kind of a crime or a penalty or a fine. That is what is happening in our life. When we choose to ignore, but an intelligent person, what he will do, he will try to understand what are all the rules, what are the guidelines. Each city's guidelines are different. Again, it's beginning from parking. Where do you park? How do you park? Do you have a parking meter? There are so many regulations. These are all small, but even much deeper, there are so many. You have to pay some taxes. You have to pay some toll when you go on a highway. You cannot just plead ignorant. Hey, I didn't know there is a toll. You can plead, but you will be penalized. Same thing happened with us. We are choosing to ignore the instruction, the law given by the Supreme Lord Krishna through the form of the Shastra. So when we don't know, so this is a very nice verse, because there are at least 4 or 5 things Krishna is saying. What is that first one? Pravṛttiṁ. That means people don't know what is acting properly. They don't know. Cha, nivṛttiṁ. Not acting improperly. That also they don't know. So this is one thing Krishna is saying. Unless you know what to do and what not to do, how are you going to, carry on with your life? That is why this modern world is suffering so much. Because most of us, we don't have a good idea. What am I supposed to do? What I should not be doing it. Okay. Then he says that is all asura, demoniac qualities. Then they do not have cleanliness. As you mentioned about bathing. Nowadays, many people only take bath maybe once. They would refer to some research. Research says every day taking bath, it kind of takes away the glow from your body. I want my face to glow very nicely. But so I read some research, taking bath every day. You are not taking bath to glow your skin, just to clean up, your body, the dirt, the sweat that you have been doing. And to the next day morning, you have to wake up fresh and, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and prepare bhoga for Krishna. So that is what devotees know, that I want to be pure. When you sleep, Shastra says sleep is almost like a kind of a temporary death, because you're completely you don't know what's going on. So with that condition, you cannot really try to think about God. You need to freshen up your body, because we are in material world. In spiritual world, these things are all not needed. You are always fresh, always spiritual, always pure. So nowadays, it is said that most people take shower before going to bed. What are you going to do? Are you going to sleep very fresh? What is the point of taking a bath? No, they will say, no, I feel very good. And next day morning, I don't have time. I have to rush to my work. I'm always late for my work. So I can save 15, 20 minutes if I take the shower in the night. Everything is messed up. Krishna has created this manifestation with this law. 4 to 12, 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. is called the sattva. In the mode of goodness. He has created this. And from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., it is rajasic, the mode of passion. Then from again 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., it is tamasic. You slow down during that time. You don't. When I was in my childhood in India, we never used to go. Our deadline was 6:30. You have to be back. Parents will not allow. Now in my neighborhood, from 4-year to 14-year or 20-year, they're all roaming here. The e-bikes and so many things. Kids are all sitting on the street. They no time at all. 8 p.m. you go, they're all sitting outside the clubhouse. Because parents have also lost the sense of responsibility. They think, okay, if my kid is just outside, it's less responsibility for me. So cleanliness is gone. We don't have, any proper cleanliness. And internal cleanliness is gone forever. It's not there at all. Then he's saying, āsurāḥ. Because of this, āsurāḥ, the behavior is also messed up. Because when you do not know how to act properly, you don't know what is acting improperly, you're not clean, and your behavior will get affected. Definitely. And then they are never, Krishna says, they are never truthful. Satyaṁ. Devotees, do we know the 4 legs of dharma? Anyone?
Yes. One is satya.
In order. In order.
So, Prabhuji, cleanliness, austerity, truthfulness, and mercy.
Yeah, that's true, Prabhu. Tapas, śaucaṁ. In Satya Yuga, everything was perfect. Dharma was perfect with the 4 legs. In Treta Yuga, it lost the tapas. The austerity was gone. Slow, Then in Dwapara Yuga, the cleanliness is gone. Śaucaṁ. In Kali Yuga, the daya, the compassion is gone. Now you can see nobody cares for anybody. And The only thing that is left in this Kali Yuga, little bit, they say it is Satya. Little bit. That's why a lot of people, they still do Satyanarayana Puja. Because Lord Vishnu, in the form of Satyanarayana, is considered as one of the prominent deity to worship in this Kali Yuga. Because that is the only thing that is still holding on this Kali Yuga. But that will also go away very soon. Still, there is some truth. When you go to the grocery, when they say milk, it might have some contamination, but it's still milk. But a day would come, devotees, when we are close to the end of Kali Yuga, everything will be false. Everything will be fake. Average lifespan would be like 25 years. Everybody. They will all run away. There won't be any more cities or towns or downtowns, major strike occurs, because people will not be, they cannot afford to live in such places. They will all, Bhagavatam says, they will all run away to mountains. There won't be anything. There won't be nothing called God. There won't be anything called scriptures. Srila Prabhupada even said that, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam will be read maybe for the next 5,000. It's a glorious period, moment for us to learn all these things. But we don't have to even wait for 5,000 years, another 5,000 years. Today we can do all these things, devotees. We can learn everything. So Krishna is saying, these people, the demonic people, they don't have, these are all the, qualities, the symptom of such people. And how true it is. In today's world, everybody has got some mental issue. Everybody. It only degree matters. It's either depression or anxiety or stressfulness. They're always suspicious of everything. Sometimes they'll be suspicious of the government. Sometimes they'll be suspicious of the neighbor. They do not trust anybody because they don't have any idea. They don't have any philosophy. So when you don't have trust, the society does not have trust. You will not have trust on God because they don't know what is trust. That is one thing that this Krishna consciousness family is so important, because here we trust the devotee. They are our family members. Whatever happens, my devotee friend will be my best friend. That is why the Srila Prabhupada family is very strong, because there is a lot of trust, there is a faith, there is a conviction of not only the Supreme Lord, but about the association also. There may be one or two cases where, something might have gone wrong. But overall, that is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. We all took this up at one point of time in our life. And there has been definitely quite a bit of transformation in our life. So let us hear from Bhagavati Mataji what she has to say. Okay, maybe, are you able to speak, Mataji? Bhagavati Mataji?
Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji, sure. Sorry, Prabhuji. I
No
just another room. So, thanks so much, Prabhuji. You explained very well the first part, how the civilization is polluted, and actually everything, the discipline always comes with rules and regulations. And as Prabhupada is explaining here so nicely about the rules and regulations and how everything is now in this age of Kali is messed up. And Manu Samhita is the law of human race. So, but those are shastras followed by the civilized person in the Vedic Yuga. But right now, it's everything is not able to follow this, and because of that, as Prabhupada is explaining here, that Manu Samhita is clearly stated that a woman should not be given freedom. It's kind of it sounds kind of that women may think in the wrong way, because they are thinking, okay, why will not get freedom? What's the problem in it? But the thing is, a woman always has some limitations compared to the men. That's true. But in this current age, the women are also working very hard, and they are competing with the men, which is true. But always it's our nature that we should be humble. We should be subordinate to our husband or our father. We cannot override them. It's not a good practice. Whatever we become in life is fine, but we have to be humble. And as also Prabhupada says that nowadays the women, they are always wants a free life, do not want take the responsibility. Yeah, which is true. The marriage wise now, many women doesn't want to marry. They want to um, stay by themselves and enjoy the life. And this is, I'm talking about the other, I mean regular person, not the devotees. The devotees, their mindset is different. And so, but that's the current situation in this I mean in this age of Kali now. And also Prabhupada is mentioning about that the woman should be protected by his father when they are young, and then when they get married they will be under their husband, and then at the old age with the son. But it always not happened like nowadays. The son, they have their own world, etc. It's not always true that the son will take care of their mother or father in the old age. It's also a question mark. So those are the things now. That's why like the social behavior and the it's not what it was according to Manu Samhita is not it's not following in this current age of Kali. It's so that's my understanding, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. This Manu Smriti or Manu Samhita is the most controversial topic right now, especially in India, by the politician. Every moment, every other day, for political reason, they will come up and attack Hinduism. Manu Samhita, it keeps women as slaves. This is your religious scripture, this is your religious book. We don't want it. They will come and burn such books. They burn. We don't want Manu Smriti, we don't want Manu Samhita. How can you say the women is lower to men in the society? How is it possible? But you have to understand that the Vedic, what the Manu Samhita is saying, that a woman, who do you protect devotees more? Something that is valuable. You want to protect diamond. You don't protect brass. Right? You just throw away brass wherever you want, in the kitchen, even in the outside the house, you may throw it. But diamond, you will protect it. You may even sometimes need security to take it to the bank or locker or wherever you want to keep it. The president of the most, the free country, he's under protection. He cannot do anything easily. He cannot say, I want to just take a stroll in the street. The security will come up and say, sorry, sir, you cannot do that. There is a lot of protocol we have to follow. So is he lower to the other citizen? No. Because he's so valuable, they want to protect him. Similarly, women are very, very valuable, very precious. So they are protected, as Bhashati Mataji was saying, at their young age, they are protected by the father, parents, and after marriage by husband and the family. And then at their later on stage, if the husband is still not there, by their children. This is the protection system. Not because they are no. And look at our Vedic, we have Srimati Radharani we worship in the feminine form. Mother Sita is a feminine form. We worship her. There is no other, I don't know if any other religion that worship the femininity of the utmost divinity. We do that. For us, our mothers are like God. We treat them like God. That is what Manu Samhita has told us. But nowadays nobody wants to read. If you want to say Manusabhita, first of all, 90% of the people won't even know what is Manusmriti and what is it saying. Because the politician has also not read fully, the citizens have also not read. But the citizens don't have time. They have to blindly now depend on the politician. Whatever he says, they will just accept it. And it's a big issue right now in India also. There are many politicians, they're coming up and attacking Hinduism. They're saying this is again, one person is saying, Mahabharata, I don't want to read. It forces you to gamble. And then all his followers are saying, yeah, we will burn Bhagavad Gita. We don't want to do it. Another time, a YouTuber guy comes and says, Ram ate meat, Krishna ate meat. And you are all asking us to be vegetarian? What crazy guys are you? He has not read anything in Ramayana. He has not read anything in Mahabharata. The readers, the Facebook, the 1 billion, 2 billion, 5 billion Facebook people are also not reading. An intelligent person, when he reads something like that, immediately he has to go and verify with the Shastra what exactly the Shastra says. Nobody wants to do that anymore. Their knowledge, we have such a wonderful in-depth knowledge of millions of verses. They are not interested in this. What they are interested, again, devotees, is 30 seconds TikTok video. Somebody would have put something there. That's it. That becomes their religion. A very dangerous society we are having. Devotees, let us take some more comment. Then one very one incident that happened several decades ago in this country. I will tell you about that, about women freedom. But let's take some comments. Raghu Prabhu, what is your comment, sir?
I think you have added everything very well. You and Baswati Mataji and Shalini Mataji. So obviously this verse is stressing, everything starts from the scriptures. We have to understand the scriptures. We have to have interest in reading them. But once we read them, we find that there are a lot of virtues that, I can speak for myself. For me, it was a awakening, although you hear about these things in India. But once you go through all this in a systematic way, then slowly your life also starts changing. How you behave, how you should, how you're initially you may be all puffed up with all the qualifications you have, but then you know that really in the end it really doesn't matter. All those things matter little, and we understand what our ultimate goal should be. So whole perspective in life actually changes. So this is very important, and those of us who are following Krishna consciousness, we know that, we have understood that. But those who are demoniacs, uh, they don't want to know, and even if someone tells them, they totally, mock them. So that's like that you stated examples that are going on in India, so on, that people are questioning even the land where the Vedas and Krishna and Rama and they all tread on that soil, and there, which is actually the most sacred part in the world, and even there people are making kind of not believing and making fun of what's going on. So it's a sad story. On the other hand, we have to keep doing what we are doing and spread the message as much as we can. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Very nice. Yeah. It's the modern era, the Kali Yuga. It's just a glimpse of the Kali Yuga. Lot worse things are going to come. So, yes, Preeti Mataji.
Prabhuji, last time when you were explaining about the 16th chapter, my friend was also in my room and she was also overhearing. and she had a doubt, and I thought to ask to you. So you were explaining about the guna karma, something like the Shudra, Brahmana. This all like based on the gunas, not by the tag that they have been. So she was asking like if it is like guna karma, like which Krishna has said, then why did they isolated Karna by the caste as he like not like in that, so that is the reason like why that uh Karna went into Duryodhana side, where he was not being appreciated for his skills. So in this way Krishna was also present over there, like still why Krishna didn't take a stand for Karna.
Yeah, personalities like Karna and to great extent the entire Mahabharata or Ramayana, these are all things we have to accept as a Leela to give us some illustration from the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, we won't know. If we right now, why are you asking the question? You read something about Karna, right? If Karna character did not even exist, we won't even be asking about it. So Karna, you are right. Karna was a Kshatriya, but Krishna knew that, okay, but others did not know it. So they went by, in those terms, also, we have to understand, see, in Satya Yuga, this Varnashram worked very nicely. Varnashram is only created by Krishna only, he says. And Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, based on your karma, you will be born in that family. Because Satya Yuga, everything was perfect. A Shudra was doing his work perfectly and he would be born as a Shudra. There's nothing wrong in that. But as the Yuga started degrading slowly, all the Varnashram got messed up. Especially in Kali Yuga, it is completely messed up. A Brahman, in those days, a Brahmana's son used to be 100% Brahmana. He had all the qualities, he implemented all the qualities. Kshatriya, they were given special education and training to be a Kshatriya. They read the Shastras. Arjuna went to Gurukul. Krishna also went to Gurukul. Everybody used to have to. Ramchandra had his Guru. So the Guru used to teach them everything. In fact, if you look at it, all our Krishna, Rama, of course, they are beyond any Varnashram. They are giving us the Varnashram, but they are born as only Kshatriyas in the Kshatriya family. They're not born as Brahmana. But Krishna fits into all roles of the Varnashram. Because, he is born as a Kshatriya. He's also Brahmana because he gave us the Bhagavad Gita. He's also a Vaishya because he grew up in the business family of Nanda Maharaj and Yashodama. And then he's also a kind of a Shudra. Now, Shudra should not be, we should not think that's a very, negative thing. Nothing like that. It's only why Krishna is also performing like a Shudra, is performing like a chauffeur, as a Parthasarthi. Only God can do that. We can also do, provided we understand it properly. But now nobody understands. The Kshatriya wants to be like Brahmana. And the Brahmana wants to be like Vaishya. He's become now business-minded. So there is a complete mess up of the Varnashram system. Now, why did Kanna did like that? Krishna used him as a tool for us to understand that whatever happens, you have to be on the side of Dharma. Whether you are a Kshatriya, you are a Brahmana, that Karna did a mistake. He did not stand in the side of Dharma. That was the only thing. Society might say anything. Nowadays, if you see, between Mahabharata time and now, the entire Varnashrama is gone. Nobody cares for anything like, is there any Brahmana family, they're really reading scriptures? Not at all. They are the number one meat eaters right now. And nobody is following their priestly qualities. Everybody wants to do, different other material achievements and make more money. And that was not the point of Brahmana at all. Brahmana's only thing was that he will uplift the entire society. The Kshatriya used to take care of the Brahmana. Nowadays, which Kshatriya is taking care of the Brahmana? Nobody. So this is a messed up. See, it is degrading. But in those times, it was all perfect. The Kshatriya's son was a Kshatriya. He was a very good Kshatriya. And Vaishya's family was Vaishya. There was nothing. Nanda Maharaj was a Vaishya only. And Krishna's parents were Kshatriyas. They were not Brahmana. But it does not matter. See, these are all a category. Like in a corporation, there are maybe finance department, there may be operation, there may be marketing. But whichever department you are, you have to do your job nicely. That's what it is. There is no upper or low. So far, your guna is good. The marketing guy should be also very, sincere. I'm going to work for this corporation. The finance guy will also think I'm working for the corporation. So like this, if we all think about Krishna and work for the Supreme Lord, that is what is Krishna calling us a guna karma vibhagasara. That is the guna. Our guna, the guna of the Jivatma is very, very pure, like Krishna. It's absolutely pure. And that is subordinate to Krishna because he is Paramatma. That is the highest philosophy. You can be a Brahmana and understand this. You can be a Kshatriya and understand this. You can be a Shudra and also understand this. Vidura was not a Brahmana. He was not a Kshatriya. He was not a Vaishya. He was actually considered as a Shudra. He is the step brother of Dhritarashtra and Pandu. But he was the most knowledgeable. And Lord Krishna, when he goes there as a peacemaker, he stays only with Vidura. He says, I will not stay with Duryodhana. I will not stay with Pandavas also. Of course, Pandavas were not there at that time. He could have stayed in a Brahmana's home. He said that, no, I'll stay at Vidura's place. That's the philosophy we have to understand. Varnashrama means that nothing is higher or lower, even though it is said that Brahmana leads the society. That doesn't mean Kshatriya the Shudra is nothing, is inferior, not at all. He has got every quality. He has to do his job properly. Does it make any sense, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, I understood. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a big, controversial subject in Indian politics now. They'll bring this subject matter. They'll say, why Brahmana is superior to Shudra? Who created this? And then somebody will, another politician who has read one line from Bhagavad Gita, he will come up and say, Chaturvarnyam maya system, guna karma vibhagasa. You will say it's not based on kula, it is based on guna. Then the other politician will ask the same question. If it is guna, why are you not allowing anybody to become a priest in the temple? You can come, but first you have to follow the process. That is gone. The process is gone. So, even though Duryodhana gave him his rightful position to Karna as Kshatriya, he gave it. But he was not the ultimate dharma, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. The ultimate dharma is to surrender to Krishna. That he didn't do. Because Krishna is the ultimate dharma. See, there are various levels of dharma. As a family member, I can talk about my own family's dharma, what am I supposed to do? Then there is a society, there is a city, there is a state, there is a country. One country's dharma might be different from another country's dharma. Right now, we are having 2 or 3 different wars all over the world. Who is right? Who is wrong? If you ask the other country, they will say, we are protecting ourselves. That is why we need to know about God. And if everybody is on the side of God, there won't be any fight at all. Does it make sense, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what was the name that you said? Like the Vipuna, something?
Vidura.
Vidura. Okay, good. Yeah.
Vidura is a very learned person. He was the only one who left that hall when Draupadi was disrobed, humiliated. He was the only personality. Not even Bhishma. Bhishma was considered as, as a celestial personality, very highly spiritual. But even he stayed within the hall. But Vidura said, I'm not going to stay here, because he knew perfectly Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Bhishma was thinking about what is right for the king, what is right for Kauravas, what is right for Pandavas. The only right thing ultimately is to serve Krishna, to be on the side of Krishna. That only a person who has got full understanding about Krishna, a devotee can do that. Bhakta mam abhijanat. Same thing with Karna. Before the war, Krishna would go to Karna and explain him everything. But Karna would not accept it. He would say, yes. He asked the same question. Krishna, is it my fault that my mother left me when I was born? Is it my fault my guru rejected me because I was not a Brahmana? And everybody outcast me because I'm not a Kshatriya? Only Duryodhana gave me this position of a Kshatriya. He gave me some respect in the society. But still, he did not take the side with Krishna. That is what he should have done, technically.
Understood, Prabhu.
In our life also, that is what we have to see. Somebody might have helped us very much in our life. Somebody might be very friendly to us. But if they are not God consciousness, if they are not willing to understand Krishna, I think we may not, our relationship with them will not be spiritually very productive. We can be still friends. Some of our family may not have faith in Krishna. Are we going to remove our family members from our life? No, not at all like that. But they will not be very conducive for our spiritual advancement. Like Prahlad Maharaj, his own father wanted to kill him because he did not believe in God. But Prahlad Maharaj did not change. He did not change his character, which is, and again, Prahlad Maharaj is not a Brahmana. He comes from the demon family, right? But here the thing is that all this Leelas shows us that it doesn't matter what you are, who you are. Hanumanji, can there be a bigger, greater devotee than Hanuman? He didn't even take a human form. So what is the purpose of all this thing? All the Brahmanas go and worship Hanumanji. He's not even a human form. He's an animal form. What is the Varnashram? Is it Varnashram says you go and worship animal? Yes, that is the beauty of Varnashram. If that animal also has got God consciousness, you worship them. That is why in India you worship the river, you worship the mountain. Mountain? Why are you worshipping mountain? That is what, layman would ask, non-devotees would ask, why are you going and worshipping? But we understand they are all devotees. So that is the beauty of all this Varnashram and the Shastras devotees. It doesn't matter who you are, but within that same world, you have to work. If you are a Kshatriya, right now, if you are working as a Grahastha, be a good Grahastha. If you are in the IT field, be a good IT person. Do good things, don't do anything illegal, unethical. Always think about Krishna. You automatically go beyond the Varnashram. There is no Varnashram in the spiritual world. Everybody is serving Krishna there.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge.
Okay, devotees, the time is almost 9:01. These are all very, very practical implications, devotees. Bhagavad Gita, if we contemplate, we have to contemplate. When we read all these verses, you have to think, what is Krishna saying? He's saying that pravṛttiṁ and nivṛttiṁ. Do I know what to do and what not to do? Many times I don't know. Sometimes we get confused. What is the right thing to do? I think I'm doing ISKCON Tampa some seva. That is good. And what else can I do? Am I acting on Krishna consciousness all the time? These are all, practical things we all learn. So devotees, we shall now stop here. Krishna is going to talk about this maybe for the next 2-3 verses, and we shall resume tomorrow. Are there any final thoughts or comment, devotees? Okay, very good. We'll stop here. Vanchakalpatrubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. ISKCON Tampa Sankirtana ki jai. ISKCON Tampa Bhagavad Gita studies ki jai. Have a wonderful Krishna consciousness evening, devotees.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much.